Yeah.
So
otherwise.
basically, Irvonen is pulling a Westbrook.
Hmm.
Well, Ramonern's also doing really good, especially on like the back end where it's like, okay, defensive rating down is all like green to dark green. So pretty much he's all green with the exception of free throws, but he's a big, so meh.
And give this to Hervonen. Romanoran. Seems to have been. He seems to be rebounding slightly, just slightly from last year. His part PPR isn't very good, but
He's not a point guard, so
he's
we don't
got
care about
one of the
that.
best. He's got one of the best. At least one of the best of the bigs on the team. He's got one of their best defensive ratings, so that's kind of helping them a little bit
Uh,
too.
hey guys, I just had a message from Arlo that asking if there's any way to join the assessment.
Oh yeah, I got that message too. Harlow wanted to know if he could join the assessment.
Joining up the
Dead air, dead
assessment doesn't
air.
mean he wants in on the call.
There.
I think he wants to. I think he wants in on the assessment also, or on the call probably.
Well, I'm okay with him being in the call, but we have enough people for the actual talking part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if he's okay with that, I can invite him to the call, but it's more we have enough people talking.
Yeah.
Is that what he wants, or?
Puppy, you wanna reply to him?
Anyway, until we get back, we'll keep looking at this. Anything else we want to say about Edmonton? Oh, our previous thing, our give Red Dawn to a bench of help and field goals. And I don't know if we did that or not.
About Red Dawn, I think they did that because I see Red Dawn is currently number 2 bench, I believe. Yeah, she's on number 2
Well, it was
bench.
more our suggestions on her were more for dealing with their boosts. Because it's
Dealing with their boost.
Red Dawn's field goal
Look at another
percentage.
guy who's got all greens up there in the top. Casey Brooks.
Looking at Red Dawn, I would say I think her boosts kind of went through because she's actually been doing good.
Yeah.
Got a few reds on. Got a few reds there, but her PPR is actually pretty good, 5.8. So that's like
she's always
second
been
best
a good backup point guard. That's the reason why we said it's like boost her field goal percentage. Because if you get her field goal percentage, that's the main thing keeping her down. Because she sucks at shooting, but she's good at everything else that you would want from a shooting guard, from a guard. Really good stealing, really good passing.
Being one of the ultimate role players. Niche. But is that the word I'm looking for? Niche.
Yeah.
Players. Something like that.
Yeah, I think as far as like point guards are concerned, I'd say Edmonton is actually really good because they, like we've already said, they got Hervonen, they got Drake, and they also got Finn Watcher. So if anything happens to any of the two, there's always a third one to back up or to help them out.
So any word on what Harlow meant by joining the assessment? Is it just he wants to be able to listen, or? I thought one of you guys was gonna text him.
Just a second. I'm trying. I'm having trouble multitasking. My bad.
Don't mind random exclamations. Just also playing 2K here between breaks, downtime. Got my second team going. The second best team, just cause.
any final words on Edmonton, or should we move on to Montana while we wait for word back from Harlow?
Yeah, it's
They're doing well now, so
just keep an eye on the trends, and that's what applies to me, sort of. Just keep an eye on the trends, and be prepared for any emergencies, and they should continue to play solid basketball.
Montana.
And someone buy Bo Deppermont a new boat after he gets better.
First assessment, 7-2. Second assessment, 5-7. Third assessment, they went 8-7. So they're still positive, but they're not as good as they were out the gate. They're currently running at 3-0.
Yeah, Montana's currently third in the division, tailing behind Edmonton with 20-16.
And of course, the big scorer on the team is Cresta Rensil, who is. I would wonder,
She's on.
Is that the leading amount of 3-pointers in the league?
Yes, by a good margin too.
I've checked the stats on her. I think in point score she's like third in the league or something, or fourth.
Free throws, rebounds. Yeah, Stinky Starling's far and away the best rebounder. And look at all those assists that Ren is piling up. Clearly Inoue is piling up. Clearly the offense runs through him.
Okay, for comments, I have in there Vincent Murundi, 8th best rebound stealer in the league. Cresta, number 3 in field goal percentage. Number 3 in 3-point percentage. Cresta, number 6 best offense. Ren, number 5 best offense. Ren, number 1 best PPR in the league.
Their fortunes go through them.
Good boy. Good Ren. Good boy.
Doge.
Well, since I've been coaching, for what I've seen, our starting is pretty much stacked. I mean, we did make the trade to have a Brex trainer, because from what I've been seeing when we were playing the season, losing a hero at the fort really hurt us bad.
Right.
I mean, and from what I've been seeing throughout the games we play, we lost many games. We lost many games by a short margin, and that to me was meaning that the extra points and the extra rebounds we could have had from Hero maybe would have been a difference maker.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to see that with the trade, it's been going pretty well so far. Trainer has been able to fill the fourth spot nicely, and at this point, it's pretty much like to find the right combination on the bench. That's been my primary concern so far, because for the starters, it's been pretty much smooth sailing for now. It's really to get it's really been this way so far.
Yeah, I certainly think that's fair to say.
Okay, let's look at what our suggestion from the last one was for boost Christian's field goal percentage. I don't know if it's been enough time to see if that's going to affect. Swap Eldred and Glexamar. Doesn't look like they've done that. Concali needs help. They traded him away. I guess that works. And they've tried. Yeah. They've been running Doug Dawson as their backup guard, so they took that one. So they took care of two, maybe 3.
Well, the real problems, from what I've seen, it's that with all the movement that's been made, somehow Concali just didn't seem to fit in the, like I said,
Scheme.
the scheme, the makeup, the chemistry of the team. I mean, I got nothing against the player, really. He's been a good player for us when I
Yeah.
started the last 2 seasons, but somehow everything has shifted in a way that he didn't seem to be that much of a factor during the games. And if I can, I actually got words from Harlow that related to me to step up, because what he was saying is the trainer trade really helped the team in depth. And when you see what's happening right now, Concali hasn't been that much having a good performance since he started in Baltimore. So it really helped on the long run.
Yep. Also, just real quick, Puppy Decrest in the general chat saying that your accent is adorable.
Thank you.
Saying, "Aw, his accent is so adorable." Decrest, you have a blushy puppy here.
I was once told my voice was cute. I just think it's goofy.
Sam, your
I
voice
mean,
is cute
see,
and foxy.
not for nothing. The first game that trainer started, player of the game.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
noticed that.
what more can you ask at this point?
Yeah.
I don't think I can ask any more of that.
I'd still suggest
So
maybe give Glexamar some playtime, even if you throw him at like
well,
the 12th bench.
perhaps because when we started him in preseason,
Yeah, I remember he sucked in the preseason, but even still,
ugly. It was really ugly.
he went like I
The
think 1
performance.
in 15 from shooting. And it's like, yeah, we're not saying throw him up on like the bench 1 to 3, but at least give him some playtime. He's one of like
Yeah,
4 players that don't have any playtime.
it's really been complicated to me because and I've been told by Harlow that Glexamar is actually a girl. My bad.
Oh
Well,
boy.
Girl.
yeah. Also, the thing about it's been like you know what they say when you have a big some bad problems or you have some good problems. It's pretty much been good problems in me, like bench wise, because like I said, there's so much depth in the spot that it's always been complicated to see which will I put like. Give more minutes compared to others. So it's been pretty much some macro managing in order to see which combination would be just right to. Because while I'm trying to work with the teams, it really like keeping up, having more consistency. Because as you've seen, we started well, and like since the last assessment, we went 8-7. So there's a part of me that think we could do better. It's just the fact to find just the right combination to being more consistent, like having less losses at a time. Maybe have two or three win streaks in a day to really like keep our numbers up.
So we're at the point where we can start actually doing suggestions to the teams. If there are any suggestions we want to make for what Montana can do moving forward.
Honestly, I don't. How many are there? I need to check something real quick.